Easy by giving you all of that information that they did at the beginning. But what I would like to do is give you a little bit of stats before I bring on the guest speaker. In the Bahamas, 2011, the end of December 2011 alone, we have over 300 new cases of HIV and or AIDS. This is of great concern to us, and that is why your schools every year would host an assembly such as this, you know, so that you would be enlightened, that so you would become more knowledgeable and not become a part of those new cases every year. In addition to that, we have living in the Bahamas over 8,000 persons with HIV or AIDS. And the sad reality is, we do not know who those persons are. The nurse did a beautiful job by asking you to take the hand of the person next to you. You had no idea of their status, but yet you joined hands with them. Okay, so we know it cannot be transmitted like that. Discrimination has been a big problem in our Bahamas, and of course our guest speaker would speak to that. But know that there are over 8,000 persons living with HIV or AIDS, and we do not know who they are. So the best thing for us to do is to stay away from the risky situation that would cause us to be a part of that statistic.
You kids, what I went through, you won't have to go through the same thing I went through. And the way you do this is protect yourself, keep yourself safe, do not have sex before marriage. And even when you find the right person, you go to the doctor with them and make sure that they don't have the HIV/AIDS. So at this time, is there any questions? I'll be more than happy to answer them. Yeah. I never was discriminated in the USA. It was always here in the Bahamas. I never had a problem with it at all. Through sexual. I was diagnosed when I was 19 years old. I was 19, I'm going to be 48 this month. And so normally the disease live in your body, I think for 10 years, right now? And so I was molested as a child. So that means I had the disease in my body around 11 or 10 years old. So that's why I'm telling you guys that you have to protect yourself, and even if someone tries to come on to you in the wrong way or try to even touch you in an inappropriate way, you need to tell your parents, tell your school teachers, and don't keep it in, because once you keep it in, it tears away at you, because I went through that.
I don't know if you were ever sick.
Yes, I had PCP pneumonia. PCP pneumonia is it's a pneumonia that only HIV patients get. I couldn't walk. I was down to 92 pounds. And I was in the hospital. I was put in hospice. It's a place where they put persons to wait for them to die. And during my time in there, it was just so terrible. And I couldn't walk, so I threw myself out the bed and went to try to get to the bathroom the best way I can. I had neuropathy in my legs as well. I think neuropathy it attacks the nerve ending. Yes, it attacks the nerve ending of the disease attacked the nerve ending. So I was in a wheelchair for almost a year. I had a rare form of cancer as well, and I had to have 6 rounds of chemo for cancer to prevent, so I could continue living. And while I was in the hospital, the doctors gave up on me, and they told my mom that I would not survive. And so my mother went and arranged the funeral and everything. But something really good happened. When you get in touch with Jesus Christ, when you put your all in Him, when you connect with the Father, He will protect you.
School administrators, officers from the District of Education, our dear speakers, Mr. Thompson Delancey and Ms. Brennan, our invited guests from our family school, ECC and Agape, teachers and students, good morning. Thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful day as well. Today makes the 11th anniversary of our observance of World AIDS Day here at St. Francis. And we will continue in our quest to our theme, which continues this year, getting to 0. At this time, I would like to thank everyone who is here this morning for coming to participate and to help increase our awareness of this deadly disease. I would like to thank our speakers, Ms. Brennan and Mr. Thompson Delancey, for being here to enlighten us. And I would also like to thank Ms. Williams, where are you hiding? Ms. Williams and her public speaking club for doing our dramatic this morning. In addition, I would like to thank our students who participated for this occasion and your parents who were so very willing to have you pay the $5 for your t-shirt, which will go towards helping our Bahamas AIDS Foundation. I am happy to announce this morning that we were able to raise this year over $1,500 for the Bahamas AIDS Foundation. And I assure you, had I waited for our late comers, do you know that up to this morning people were begging for t-shirts? But you know Mrs. Kumar in time, I cannot dilly-dally. So when I gave you my deadline, that was it. Maybe what I should do in future is order maybe 100 extra in the hope that they'll be sold. But you need to give yourselves a round of applause for such a wonderful, wonderful achievement. I should also like to thank Pastor Mills and Mrs. Alexander for being here this morning to cover our story. They're always so faithful. Let's give them a round of applause.